Hey everyone, it's me, Chris from Body Noble Fitness Coaching. And today we're going to talk about chest supported rows. I really like this exercise for back because I can really feel the squeeze between my shoulder blades, getting all those upper back muscles to work hard when I'm doing this exercise. And on top of that, as I looked at one day I was looking at studies to try to find out which exercises had the most medial delt activity, and lo and behold, this exercise made the list. And I believe it was top, so I'll have to find the study again in the study where I read it. But it had the most medial delt activity. That's this muscle right on here. So as you look sideways, if you built it, you have nice rounded shoulders. This exercise was at least near the top of the list, surprisingly near the top of the list. And that's probably because as you lean forward onto the bench, those arms dangle, so you have to use a little bit of medial delt to hold them out. So it could be related to that, to control and steer the weight. And you're going to use pretty good sized weights, much more than your lateral raise when you do this. Okay, so as I perform the chest supported row, or really any type of row. Remember, as you're doing the rows, for the most part, it's not about bending the arms or getting the arms to bend when you want to get the most from it. It's about bending the arms and opening up the chest and squeezing your shoulder blades together. Okay, so as I do that, I'm laying up against the pad there. I got a bench, I got a very low incline. I'm laying up against the pad and I got my arms stretched out. So as my arms are stretched out, I'm not focusing on just bending my arms or squeezing my biceps together, because that's going to make it more bicep. And that'll usually be people will do this where the arms and the hands are up really high, and they're going to be limited by their biceps in that regard. Yeah, it's easier to perform the technique or what you think is the technique, but you're not going to get what you're supposed to get from the exercise. So I focus on getting the elbows back. Try not to bend the arms and just get those elbows back behind me. Like if I'm going to try to elbow the heck out of somebody behind me, you know what I mean? Getting those elbows back. And then two, of course, while I keep the chin neutral, getting my chest out and squeezing those shoulder blades together. What you're going to see as I'm doing this, if you watch it from the right angle, you're going to see me do this, and I'm going to pop up off the bench, but that's my chest driving into the bench, you know what I mean, to get my shoulder blades to squeeze together. And then as I release and go back to normal, that's going to be the up and down, the bobbing of my upper body. It's not me extending the spine, which this is spinal extension when I'm pulling backwards. Okay, sometimes people will do exercises like that, like if they do the regular one-arm dumbbell row, they won't just roll the arm. They'll roll the arm and extend backwards. They'll twist a little bit using the obliques, and they'll extend backwards, okay, and bob up, which of course it makes it easier. You can handle more weight. If you're only worried about the end contraction, that's true, but I mean that's good, but I worry about everything. I'm trying to get everything I can get from each exercise. So I'm trying to stop the spinal extension and really just drive the shoulder blades back and get that chest out, and drive the elbows back and squeeze, and then lower back down. Okay. I always change my grips. Okay, so remember, when we're talking about the back, you have three grips. You have the neutral grip, which is going to be like this. Some people will say semi-supinated, but this is neutral. Okay, so like maybe there'll be 1 or 2 months I'll do neutral, or 1 week I'll do neutral, the next week I'll do pronated. Okay, and then maybe sometime later I'll do a reverse grip or a supinated grip. Remember, they call it supinated. You're a waiter and you're holding a bowl of soup in your hand and you're walking across the room hoping it don't burn you. But anyway, so you got neutral grip, okay, pronated grip, which is going to work more of the upper back muscles, traps, rhomboids, but your biceps are going to be less able to contribute because this muscle wraps around your forearm. Muscles like to pull in straight lines, not to be wrapped around anything. Okay, neutral grip. Okay, right into here, and reverse grip. And all of those will have different benefits, and that's why you should rotate them if you do this exercise. Actually, just any type of back exercise, the pull-ups, pull-ups and chin-ups. The different types of cable rows. You want to vary your grips because each one hits the back muscles different, and you want to get the most from your from the exercise that you do, the most from your fitness program, and have the best development that you can get, while doing the least amount of extra additional work. So yeah, you should definitely rotate these, rotate the versions of this, or the hand grips of this chest supported row, and you can really blast out those upper back muscles, a little bit of lats, and also medial delts. So let me know if you guys have any questions, but